Okay. Very good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to acknowledge PARUSSU and BAMCON 2021 to give me a opportunity to deliver a presentation entitled Biodegradation of N-methyl morphine N oxide. It is an insidious pollutant of textile effluent. If you see the name of the N-methyl morphine N oxide, it indicates that it is the derivative product of morphine. And if you see the structure of morphine, they have the both ether group and the amine group. Due to presence of this amine group, this chemical has versatile application in different industrial setup, such as this chemical is used in the iron industry, this chemical is used as a rubber industry, this chemical is used as a personal care industry. However, this chemical is also one of the application in the fruits and vegetable, paper industry, also in the textile industry. Here I would like to mostly emphasize about the textile application of this chemical. This chemical is used for the dissolution of wood pulp, and from the dissolution of wood pulp almost 77% of NMMO is used as a solvent. And if you see the magnitude of this chemical, you can find that for the production of single jeans almost 200,000 liter of water is used, almost 550 different category of dye and 3000 different category of chemical is used, and one of this chemical is NMMO. What happens, this NMO is a solvent, and during the process of formation of viscous fiber, almost 99.5% of this solvent is recovered, and remaining 0.5% is discharged into the water system. And when it is discharged into the water system, it undergoes a series of chemical reaction. So first it will undergo auto oxidation, and through the auto oxidation N-methyl morphine is formed, and due to this N-methyl morphine, it further undergoes demethylation and the morphine is formed. And this morphine undergoes nitrosation process through this route of reaction with HNO2, N2O3, and one carcinogenic product will form, and this carcinogenic product is called N-nitrosomorphine, indicating that when this chemical is discharged into the environment, this whole biochemical process is going on, and as a final outcome, this carcinogenic product will be formed. If you correlate the interlinking between the biological system and the environmental system, how this chemical process will be going on. So what happens when this chemical is discharged into the water body? This pathway will be followed, and it will penetrate into the food chain, and finally the cancer will be developed in the higher trophic level. However, when someone inject or use this pollutant directly, this chemical enter into the food chain, and finally cancer will be formed. So in order to overcome such a problem, now we are looking for some of the biological solution, how we can remove this chemical from this industrial effluent, mostly specific to the textile. For this purpose, we select two samples, sample A and sample B. This sample A is called acid wash, and sample B is called composite wash. This is the live effluent sample from the textile industry. As the name indicate that this chemical has the lower pH in sample A, however in sample B has the highest pH. So we have to neutralize this chemical with the help of respective acid and the NOH to maintain the pH 7, so that any biological system can grow. And here I isolate one bacteria. This bacteria is named as RK11. This RK11 bacteria has the capability to grow in presence of morphine having the concentration of 0.15%, indicating that this bacteria can sustain the stress of morphine. And when I put this bacteria into the neutralized sample A and sample B, it will narrow down the presence of CO2 contributor, that is the NMMO, in the sample A as well as in sample B. If you analyze the physical chemical parameter of sample A and sample B before treatment, you can find that this sample A has 12,900 ppm concentration of NMMO. However, in sample B, this concentration is 8,873 ppm concentration of NMMO. And when we treat this sample A and sample B with this acclimatized RK11 isolate, you can find that this NMO concentration will be narrowed down to 44%, indicating that initially they have the concentration of 12,900, and the post treatment, when I can put the RK11 isolate in sample A, this concentration is narrowed down to 7,200 in sample A, and however in sample B this concentration is narrowed down to 7,988 from the initial concentration of 8,873, indicating that almost 10% this NMO is consumed by this bacteria. This contribution, this isolate further narrow down the chemical oxygen demand to 44% in sample A and almost 10% in sample B, indicating that this chemical NMO is the major contributor of CO2 in the sample A and the sample B. And with the help of this bacteria isolate, we can narrow down this chemical oxygen demand almost 44% in sample A and almost 10% in sample B. And this study is almost indicating that this bacteria has a huge potentiality to consume this NMO in the wastewater. And on the basis of that concept, now we are acclimatize this bacteria into the column, so that when it is discharged into the water system, before discharge it will narrow down the chemical oxygen demand to 44% to 10% when we acclimatize and put into the column. And this approach is still going on. That's all, and thank you for any question. I am looking for your any question and happy to answer you. Thank you. And once again I would like to thanks BAM CON 2021 for this opportunity. Thank you.